To you, a filmmaker of a future generation. You and I, we're already speaking to each other from across time. And I thought I'd share this thought with you. If you're burning to tell a story, if you see the images in your mind, then go make your movie.
Your film must speak to many with a singular voice. Ask yourself what you have to say, and then say it in ways that are unique to you.
Hacer cine es ese viaje que te llevará de tu cabeza al corazón. Es una batalla y un acto de amor.
Use your gifts to reach beyond your wildest imagination. Say what you believe. Your voice matters.
Haz tu película sin pedirle permiso a nadie.
Pick up a camera and get going.
Take action. I ask, if not you, who?
And I'm looking forward to hearing back from you soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Catherine.
Marty.
Jim.
Alejandro.
Oh, hello. Can I please speak to Hillary Clinton? I'm calling from the office of Julian Assange. This is an emergency.
This is not the film I thought I was making. I thought I could ignore the contradictions. I thought they were not part of the story. I was wrong. They are becoming the story.
There's a filmmaker named Laura Poitras. Laura Poitras is known through the defense community as a documentary filmmaker who's anti-US.
My detentions at the border have become more aggressive. When I got home, my apartment door was open. Did I forget to close it? Or are they sending me a message? Sometimes I can't believe what Julian allows me to film.
It looks almost certain now that it's going to be Hillary versus Trump. Unless one of them has a stroke or is assassinated.
The FBI is investigating the Russian government's efforts to interfere in the 2016 presidential election.
To try to make it clear, we don't have a problem, you have a problem.
Se encuentra a más de 15.000 kilómetros de distancia de su casa, Australia. Encerrado en un territorio, el de Ecuador, dentro de otro territorio, el Reino Unido. En un hogar que se ha convertido en su prisión. En este rincón de Londres, en la Embajada de Ecuador, se esconde el enemigo número 1 de Estados Unidos, Julian Assange. Dicen que la curiosidad es el aspecto emocional que engendra la exploración, la investigación y el aprendizaje. Pero todo se complica cuando los interrogantes se trasladan al futuro. Ahora se están abriendo nuevos horizontes y se anuncian cambios enormes. Todos somos conscientes de que estamos diciendo adiós a un mundo y que otro se está fraguando a gran velocidad. Si pudiéramos desplazar un enviado especial a ese futuro, ¿con qué nos encontraríamos? Por eso, con mi penúltima energía profesional, me propongo viajar a esa frontera, para conocer y escuchar a quienes están diseñando el nuevo tiempo. Voy a dejar al descubierto mi bendita curiosidad para intentar desentrañar esa gran incógnita. ¿Cómo será el mundo?
Democracies, or the pseudo-democracies that we are evolving into. Wars are a result of lies. The Vietnam War and the push for US involvement was a result of the Gulf of Tonkin incident. A lie.
Here, here.
The Iraq War famously is a result of lies. Wars in Somalia are a result of lies. The Second World War and the German invasion of Poland was a result of carefully constructed lies. That is war by media. Let us ask ourselves, of the complicit media, which is the majority of the mainstream press, what is the average death count attributed to each journalist? When we understand that wars come about as a result of lies peddled to the British public and the American public and the publics all over Europe and other countries, then who are the war criminals? It is not just leaders, it is not just soldiers, it is journalists. Journalists are war criminals. And why one might think that should lead us to a state of despair, that the reality that is constructed around us is constructed by liars, is constructed by people who are close to those that they are meant to be policing. It should lead us also to an optimistic understanding, because if wars can be started by lies, truth can be started, peace can be started by truth.
Nothing broke on the website yet. Star Driver! The final battle is about to begin! Quicker! While Lemmy still has it in him!
Run, the battle's on. WikiLeaks and Lemmy Run, the battle's on.
Stop right there, you little rat!
Lemmy stop WikiLeaks!
WikiLeaks, you have chosen a path of evil and now you shall pass! Follow Prince! Protect the Prince!
Stop WikiLeaks!
WikiLeaks released thousands of documents and files that it says expose hacking tools used by the Central Intelligence Agency. The leaks purportedly show that the CIA is capable of hacking smartphones, computer operating systems, automobiles, messenger applications, and even internet-connected televisions. The series of files, dubbed Vault 7, consists of 8,761 documents and files allegedly from the CIA's Center for Cyber Intelligence. Though many of the tools detailed in the documents are the kind of things you'd expect from an intelligence agency, they provide an unprecedented blueprint for how the CIA could hack individuals they're spying on. Here's how they could work. Say CIA operatives are investigating a suspect in France we'll call John. According to the leaks, CIA hackers operate out of the U.S. consulate in Frankfurt, Germany, using it as a base to cover Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. From the confines of the consulate, the CIA can track John's activities around France. The CIA purportedly has a few techniques it can use to hack into versions of Apple's iOS, the mobile operating system used in iPhones. The WikiLeaks documents detail malware, allegedly used as a hacking tool, that appears to remain on an iPhone even after it has been rebooted, a technique known as persistence. To gain access to phones and other devices, the CIA would exploit zero-day bugs, previously unknown flaws in the operating system's code, that they would collect and store. If the CIA hacks John's phone, it can bypass the encryption of messenger apps like WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, and Confide that John uses, and collect voice, audio, and messages before
Con cerca de 9.000 documentos sobre espionaje con Smart TV, smartphone y otros dispositivos, esta supone la mayor filtración de WikiLeaks sobre la CIA, y posiblemente algo más importante que las filtraciones de Snowden. A través de Vault 7 se publica una gran colección de material sobre actividades de la CIA y sus supuestas herramientas que utilizarían para recopilar información a través de smartphones, ordenadores, Smart TV y otros dispositivos conectados. Según estos documentos, desde 2013 hasta 2016, la CIA utilizó diferentes tipos de herramientas y malware para utilizar productos estadounidenses y europeos como iPhones, smartphones con Android y Windows, etc., a modo de micrófonos con los que grabar conversaciones o incluso geolocalizar a los usuarios de los mismos, capturando también otros archivos de audio, mensajes de texto y, en definitiva, espiando todas sus actividades. Un conjunto de herramientas muy potentes que no afectan solo a aplicaciones de terceros, sino a los propios sistemas operativos de los dispositivos, algo que es aún más grave. De todos modos, ni la CIA ni el gobierno de Estados Unidos han realizado declaración alguna que confirme o desmienta el caso. Lo que sí sabemos es que algunos expertos en seguridad sí se han ocupado de desmentir y verificar parte de la información publicada. Pero lo más importante y grave de todo este asunto, del que iremos conociendo más datos a medida que pasen los días y que podréis leer en chataka.com, es que la CIA podría haber perdido el control de estas herramientas. Y eso, en manos equivocadas que sepan cómo aprovecharlas, podrían suponer un importante riesgo para todos los usuarios. Lo que sí también es cierto es que por ahora, a menos que la CIA tenga algún especial interés en ti, no deberías temer, pero aún así, es importante saber que mantener actualizado nuestro sistema operativo así como las aplicaciones que utilizamos a diario es algo cada vez más vital. Por tanto, ya lo sabes, mantén tu sistema operativo actualizado al máximo porque, según algunos fabricantes y desarrolladores, muchas de estas vulnerabilidades descubiertas por la CIA ya se han ido tapando. Pero siempre nos quedará la duda de saber hasta qué punto los dispositivos que utilizamos son realmente seguros, porque en todo esto de la privacidad y la seguridad siempre hay alguna que otra vulnerabilidad que podría ser aprovechada.
This hour we begin our war coverage with the words of the President of the United States and the President of Ukraine. President Biden now calling President Vladimir Putin a war criminal, the Russian president, a war criminal, and President Zelensky putting new pressure on the United States to do more to end Putin's aggression in Ukraine. Here's CNN's White House correspondent, MJ Lee.
Today, the Ukrainian people are defending not only Ukraine, we are fighting for the values of Europe and the world.
Tonight, President Biden responding to an impassioned, extraordinary speech from his Ukrainian counterpart, Volodymyr Zelensky.
He speaks for a people who have shown remarkable courage and strength in the face of brutal aggression. Courage and strength that's inspired not only the Ukrainians, but the entire world. The world is united in our support for Ukraine and our determination to make Putin pay a very heavy price.
Hours earlier, the Ukrainian president addressing a joint session of the United States Congress virtually from Kyiv as Russian attacks intensify across his country.
Russia has attacked not just us, not just our land, not just our cities.
And the civilian death toll continues to rise.
It went on a brutal offensive against our values, basic human values.
Zelensky imploring the U.S. to do more, once again asking it to support a no-fly zone over his country, despite the U.S.'s repeated refusal.
Is this a lot to ask for? To create a no-fly zone over Ukraine? To save people? Is this too much to ask?
Biden stopping short of endorsing a no-fly zone, but announcing an additional $800 million in security assistance to Ukraine. That package including Stinger anti-aircraft systems, javelins, and weapons like grenade launchers, rifles, machine guns, and body armor. The president also putting this new label on Vladimir Putin.
I think he is a war criminal.
With American lawmakers looking on, Zelensky invoking some of the darkest moments in America's modern history.
Remember Pearl Harbor?